All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye, coming to you again with a brand new review. This time with the Arsenal versus Everton game. And it looks like your boy got the prediction right. I didn't say it'd be 2-0. Didn't say it with any particular confidence because we are the Father Christmas of the Premier League division. We like giving goals away for fun. And if it weren't for Petr Cech, quite frankly, we could have again. You know, this was the reason that I wanted him to start in this match, and I know a lot of you were calling for Leno. To me, take aside the fact that Petr Cech isn't good with the ball at his feet. He's still been very good this season, you know, and I think he showed that today. He made a number of really key saves that just kept us in the game in the first half. First half was so dour, and if anything, Everton was a slightly better side. I think Richarlison caused Bellerin a lot of problems. It was very clear that they kind of pinpointed him as someone that they could literally just stick on and spin off. And that was their ploy, really, for Richarlison to just stay on Bellerin, spin off him on the odd occasion. Walcott was attempting to do the same on the right-hand side, but let's face it, it's Theo. We know what Theo can do and what he can't do. Spinning is not necessarily one of his traits, and I think Monreal is a more astute defender than Bellerin is anyway. Having said all that, we got through the first half with not really anything to note in terms of an attacking sense. Monreal had an effort that was saved by Pickford, but other than that, we didn't really do much. Yeah, I mean, I know there was one that also hit the kind of the crossbar corner. An effort from it was either Monreal, it was I think it was Aubameyang. But aside from that, there was just nothing that really happened in the first half. In the second half, as we always seem to do, we upped the tempo a little bit more, made more of a fuss and more of an effort of some of our chances. I think Everton still were hanging in there really the first 10 minutes of the second half. And then the goal kind of really killed their hopes. It was a brilliant finish from Lacazette. Ball kind of came to him, and he kind of used the ball. How can I put it? Basically, he was on the left-hand side, kind of drifted it, almost like a typical Henry type of finish. Came to him on the left-hand side, then kind of cut back in and hit this beautiful fucking strike that hit the crossbar. Sorry, hit the post and came in. It's a beautiful, beautiful strike. And that was 1-0. And then pretty much a couple of minutes later, Aubameyang added a second. Was it offside? Absolutely. It was obviously offside. Do I give a shit? Fuck no. You know, I don't give a damn if the next, I don't know, 30 games we have this season, we score offside goals. As long as they count, who gives a shit? So, to me, I thought all in all, job done. What I was very happy with was the actual fact that we kept a clean sheet. And I think what helped with that is, let's talk about the starting lineup. Emery actually made a change to the starting lineup. He dropped Guendouzi and he started Torreira alongside Xhaka, which I know made a lot of you guys happy. I'll be honest, I weren't that impressed with Xhaka in this game. I was not. Let's just get those arguments out of the way, you know, because I no doubt there'll be Xhaka defenders that will run to his defense, even though we got a clean sheet, that will say he played well. I don't think he played that well. I really don't. I think he had a lot of stray passes. I mean, one that comes to mind was there was this opportunity. He had a free kick on the right-hand side, and he could have just delivered a ball using his left foot, a nice little in-swinger. And we might have been, I think we were 2-0 up at the time, but it would have killed that game flat. You know what people say, 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline to have. And it was kind of around the 70th minute of the game. And for some stupid reason, he tried this cross-field low ball, which Everton cut out. And it was just like, motherfucker, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he had a few stray passes throughout the game, which was really pissing me off. But all in all, I thought where Xhaka wasn't great, Torreira was. I thought Torreira was fantastic. I thought the people that stood out in the game was Petr Cech. It was Torreira. I thought Holding was very good when he came on for Socrates. I thought Socrates was doing well up until a certain he was doing well up until he came off injured, and then he came off injured, and then Holding came on, and I actually thought Holding did well. Barely gave. I think that their striker's name is Calvin Lewitt or something like that. Barely even saw him in the game. Holding shut that play down. So I was very, very happy for him because you know me, I like central defenders and I want him to do well. I thought Hector improved as the game went on. I think I'm going to constantly say that throughout the season, as did Mustafi. I thought Mustafi had a really shaky first half, but to be fair to him, I thought recovered very well in the second. I thought Monreal was okay. So yeah, it is what it is. But I mean, obviously, I'm going to let you guys know when I do the player ratings tomorrow. I'll let you guys know exactly how well I thought everybody played. But all in all, job done. On to the next one, which is Brentford on Wednesday. But anyway, you guys let me know what you thought of today's game. Leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, absolute crush, destroy, drop kick the shit out of that like button. I appreciate every time you guys do that. I'll be back tomorrow to do the player ratings, as I've just said. And then I'll also be back on Tuesday to do the preview for the Brentford game. These Arsenal games are coming thick and fast, so do these shows. They have to match up with it. All right, people, I'm out of here. Take care.